So can you recommend us some gamification platform which would be useful and grateful to do some gamification?
When we talk about gamification platforms, there's usually a certain lack of knowledge about what gamification is. We ask teachers about what gamification platforms you use. Most of them we say Kahoot or quizzes. Kahoot and quizzes are not gamification platforms. They're game-based learning platforms. And most of the platforms out there are not gamification platforms, are game-based learning platforms. It's not good or bad, it's just knowing what the difference is. Usually gamification platforms are a way to implement the system, the gamification system you've designed on paper to implement it online. So you can have all your students and their characters where you can track progress and assign levels and rankings, and you can create and assign quests, and where your students can have pretty much instant feedback. So gamification platforms are much more complicated than any game-based system, game-based learning platform. Some very good examples of gamification platforms, let's say, are Classcraft, which was the first one. Probably it's kind of fantasy, high fantasy environment and high fantasy context that you cannot change. It's very deep, it's very well developed, it's very aesthetic, it's beautiful, graphics are really beautiful, but it's high fantasy, you cannot change that. There are some other platforms we've used. This Fantasy Class, it's a Spanish platform, it's been translated into some languages. It's also fantasy, it's different aesthetics, more pixel-based aesthetics, more 8-bit aesthetics, like 80s. And there's my favorite, because it's very open, it's very flexible, which is my G.A.M.E. It's also a Spanish platform which allows you to create and design your system using any kind of story and aesthetics you want. It's probably not as beautiful as the other ones because it's more open, but I favor the flexibility of being able to implement any kind of system and any kind of story to having beautiful fixed graphics and fixed setting I cannot change. So in that sense, I usually advise people to try at least my G.A.M.E if they want a proper gamification platform for doing things with contents. Quizzes, Kahoot, and those kind of platforms are perfect. It's not gamification, but maybe you don't need gamification. And that's the first question you should ask yourself. Do I need gamification?